Good evening and an early evening. So today a quick video on a take on a very common question which most of the people who are aspiring to be entrepreneurs are asking. And even if they're not asking, they should ask whether it is entrepreneurship to be or not to be. The ethereal question, the classic question, to be an entrepreneur or not. So let me give certain perspectives which could help you in getting a clarity and direction to select entrepreneurship or not. Now, you keep hearing from everywhere that it's a rock star game, it's a rock star lifestyle, crazy energy, very high, and you're going to live a lifestyle, an entrepreneurial lifestyle for which a few years there is a struggle, and then there is so much of wealth building. There is $10 million, $20 million the investors are putting in, the unicorns are getting built. So a lot of things is happening, all right? Let's not fall in this trap. First thing first, let's stay grounded. And let's just divide this video into two sections. The first section would be on 3 questions, and the second section would be a set of another 3 questions. And let us see what are these answers to these questions. To be, again, to be or not to be an entrepreneur or not. All right. Now, I've experienced about 2.5 years, very advanced technical gentleman who comes to be an entrepreneur because he says the 2 most important reasons for his becoming an entrepreneur is A, he wants to make a lot of money, and B, he does not want to work for someone. So let me take you through these 2 points, which were in fact 2 most important reasons for which he wanted to be an entrepreneur. And I'm sure a lot of people think the same way. Well, money making in entrepreneurship, if the reason is that you want to be an entrepreneur because you want to make money, it is not a job that there is a secured money at the end of the month, or it is not a freelancing work that you get in advance or you get it paid after the project. It is a grind, and a grind which can be a long grind. So it starts from ideating, it is starting from solving a big problem, and then getting the co-founders and scaling the first 100 customers, the go-to-market strategy, the fund acquisition, the whole thing, the phenomenal growth, exciting growth, enough exciting, which is for all the stakeholders, the customers, the investors, for yourself, and then comes the money. Now, it is not necessary that all the enterprise businesses are going in the same startup system, the same exponential growth design startup system. It can also be in the form of a small business where the bottom lines are working well, the little profits, or the business is generating enough cash and the cash flows are being understood well. But even it is not like a job. Even in that case, even if it is a small enterprise business, the journey is quite different. So if this is the motivation or this is the reason to join entrepreneurship, then it should not be the reason at all. Now, I think my 2 weeks before webinar, when I was saying the same thing, 2 of the mentees said, then there is no money in entrepreneurship. What is wrong that if I'm looking for money in entrepreneurship? So then all I said is there is nothing wrong. Entrepreneurship is designed to give you wealth. However, it is a long grind. It requires a perseverance. It may work, it may not work. So do you have the sustenance or perseverance? And the point is that it is supposed to give money as an output, but it should not be the reason to join the entrepreneurship bandwagon. All right, we all know that 80% of the wealth builders are entrepreneurs. All right, now let us come to the second reason which this mentee had said, that he does not want to work for someone. Or maybe someone says that he's bored with his job. In that case, take a step back, self-talk, see that whether you need a change in the function, a change in the company, maybe a change in the industry, but that should not be a reason to become an entrepreneur. The third is the FOMO. I think it's very trending nowadays to talk about that entrepreneurship is this and that, etc. And the fear of missing out, that I'm not being able to be an entrepreneur, and my friend's company is already incorporated in Singapore and he's doing a major SaaS work. And so FOMO should not be the reason that I am missing that out for that I'm going to be an entrepreneur. So all these three reasons, first two reasons, that I want to make money because of which I want to be an entrepreneur and I do not want to work for someone else, or it is being trendy. None of this reason should be a reason of coming into the entrepreneurship bandwagon. Now let's come to the second section. As I said that in the video that we are going to do two sections. This was the first section, and the second section says that what another three questions. Are you solving a big problem? So let us take it this way. Now, you may think that you are solving a big problem, but you really need to figure out that whether it is so big for the others. The others think that, yes, that it is big enough to be solved, which means that there is a large number of people or a big number of people who are ready to buy that solution or not. Or you're creating a value which really has a massive market. So this particular thing, that whether you are solving a big enough problem or whether you are creating a massive value, should be one important reason to go into entrepreneurship. Now, how do you know that this problem is something that you really want to solve? It should come authentically from you. How do you know that you would really like to solve it? If you do not solve it, then it stresses you. If that is the feeling you are undergoing, then that is the problem worth taking into entrepreneurship. Okay, now let me go to the second reason, that an entrepreneur is driven. This is extremely important for me and for my whole tribe here, that he needs to be driven. He or she needs to be driven. Now, what is driven? Driven is that, see, as I said, it is going to be a long grind. He or she needs to have the sustainability and the perseverance to go through it. He has to have the punch by himself, the inspiration by himself, that even when the times are low, he still keeps going on. And because the problem which is stressing him so much, he's working in the whole entrepreneurial journey to solve that problem. So that is where the drive comes from, that may whatever happen, it's all about showing up again and again, showing up again and again to disrupt, to destroy an existing thing and to create a new thing, a new way of solving a particular problem. And of course, it needs to be said that this too should be two good reasons, and these should be at least the first one and the second one, these should be your answer to your entrepreneurship calling, should be this. At least one of these. If there is any other question, I would take it in the next video. Yeah, needless to say that you or your co-founder or your co-founding team needs to have this core skill set to solve that particular problem. If it is not you, at least your co-founder or your co-founding team. So I would stop this video now only by saying one thing. What I have experienced and what I've observed over the years in different countries is this: that the only difference between a successful entrepreneur and a person who has failed in his enterprise business is a single word, and that word is passion. And here, passion, if the entrepreneur does not have passion, he does not have the perseverance to go through the entire grind. So that is all about very basics, but these are important fundamentals for you to take that informed decision. If you still want some clarification, you can always write to us for a 20-minute call. You can book a time slot at Calendly@entrepreneurshipdrive.com. And happy entrepreneurship. I will see you in my next video. Thank you.